Hi guys, my name is Lauren and today we are doing the Little Less Lonely tag. I was tagged in this video by Emma from Drinking by My Shelf, and if you have not checked out her page, it is awesome. She's so pithy and witty and just, it's awesome. I will link her video down below as well as the original tag video in the description box. I have here my favorite cup, which is my Superman cup, and it is Superman Powerful Pickup Lines, and there are cute little pickup lines on the back, and maybe I'll read one of them between each question just to keep me from getting too good. Okay, so what does the very top one say? Want to see why they call me the Man of Steel? Okay, that was stupid. First question, what is a classic that just seems to get you? For this, I picked Little Women. Now, I don't have a hard copy of Little Women, so this is my copy of Little Men. But the reason that this kind of, I identify a lot with Jo and her struggle to basically care for her family and do what she needs to do, but try to stay in that typical Civil War era woman's role. It's obviously not that era anymore, and you would think things have lightened up a bit, but I am not a typical girly female for one, and it's just something I've struggled with, on top of, you know, the fact that I have fertility issues, so I feel kind of like a failure in that aspect, even though I know it's nothing really I can help. And then there's as well, you know, my hobby, like things that I like to do. Yes, I like to sew, but that was recent. I'm into cars, tattoos, piercings. I mean, my hair is green. It's just, so yeah, for that reason, I do identify a lot with Jo. I need to read that book again. Next pickup line. My x-ray vision tells me that you've been working out. Second question. What was the book that surprised you with how much it affected you? That was definitely Under Rose-Tainted Skies by Louise Gournaud. Now, this book is about a teenager who suffers with agoraphobia, anxiety, OCD, and depression, and it is just a heart-wrencher. Like, it's not a horribly sad story, but if you have ever struggled with any of these things, or know somebody that's ever struggled with any of these things, like, it is just, it just squeezed the crap out of my heart, and it just didn't let go till I finished the book. Like, I tore through this book like you would not believe. And it's written first person point of view, but it's also an own voices book, so the author struggles with some or all of these things, and just her portrayal is so accurate of what it feels like to just struggle with like this anxiety, and when you get overwhelmed, and it just, I wasn't expecting that. I did a whole video gushing, and I'm about to start gushing again, but I can see everything for miles, but there's nothing I'd rather look at than your eyes. Superman is a cheese ball. Okay, what's a book that you read at the exact right time? So for that question, I really don't have a book, but I actually have a YouTube channel. So I moved out here, basically states away from Texas where I originally lived before this, to just kind of get a fresh start and a do-over. But when I got here, I know me, and I struggle with making friends because I am an introvert and I don't like to go out places by myself. So that's when I started, you know, just into YouTube a whole lot still, and I came across Shameless Maya's page. Now, Shameless Maya is a life / beauty / all of the above vlogger, and just going back and looking at her first videos where she started this campaign to just be more shameless, to just get herself out there and do, you know, what she wanted. No excuses, no nothing, no holds barred. I mean, there's even one video where she's got like this, big, beautiful curly hair, and, you know, for women of color, people tend to think that it's something you should never let go of if you've got, you know, good hair or pretty hair or whatever, and it turns into like something that they identify you with. And then that's where that whole, you know, I am not my hair thing comes into play, to where it's just black women in hair and whatever. But she has this video where she shaved off all his hair and she's like, fuck it, this is not me, it's just hair. And then if you go and watch the videos before that, it's just like her journey of just starting to be shameless and just living. And if you look at those videos then and the one she's got now, you'll see why just like everybody just loves her. But that is a vlog that really hit me, or I found, in a time that I really needed it, and it actually kind of gave me the kick in the butt I needed to start this channel. Even though it's very much not the same thing, it still helped me. Want to come back to my fortress of solitude? I can't do the double eyebrow thing. Whatever. So, next question. 4. What's a book that inspires you? For this, please God don't spill my liquor, I have both Ella Enchanted and Nancy Drew series. Now, the Ella Enchanted, well, both of these women actually, but Ella especially, has to deal with such shit circumstances that she's had since birth, and she really is in a place to not be able to do much about, and she does not allow that to make her into a victim. Like, even from the beginning, she's like, alright, that's fine, I have this curse I have to live with, but it's not going to make me a puppet. I'm going to fight back any way that I can. And then Nancy Drew, who everybody knows who Nancy Drew is, I assume. Nancy is a detective, amateur detective or whatever, and she gets herself into these predicaments, but you know, she doesn't allow anyone to tell her, you know, wait for backup, wait for the man to go with you. Even, you know, these are, God, I think this one is from, what, the 60s? And she's like, I don't need to wait for no man. I know what I need to do. Let's get this, let's just, you know, I want to help people. I want to find out, you know, the answer to this mystery. So what if I'm a woman just living on my, and she didn't let that stop her. So, question number 5. Is what is a book that calms you? Whenever I am intentionally reading for comfort specifically, I revert to my historical romance novels. My favorite ones being by Julie Garwood, and the ones I always seem to reread are, I believe, The Bride, Saving Grace, and The Prize. Are you made of kryptonite? Because I find myself powerless against you. I don't know why I keep doing that eyebrow shit. Don't judge me. So, these next questions, I'm unsure if they were on the original tag or if they were added by Emma. I think they were added by Emma. I could be wrong. Songs that make you feel a little less lonely. Anything from the 90s. My iPod still lives in the 90s. I have more of that than I have up-to-date music. I don't like a lot of current music, no, anywhere near as much. It's one of the reasons I like Bruno Mars stuff so much, is because it's got that throwback kind of a feel to it. But that music was still when I was more outgoing, I guess, than I am now. And it always takes me back to like the fun times of listening to that music with friends and family, or just being a lot more carefree. I may be more powerful than a locomotive, but only you can stop me in my tracks. These are so fucking corny. Okay, so the next question is films that make you feel a little less lonely. I had an option for this and now I can't remember because I didn't write it down because I'm a dumbass. I don't remember what I picked. Oh, yes I do. The Princess Diaries. Anne Hathaway was in the movie as Mia Thermopolis, who is our princess that found out later on that she was a princess. I think she found out in like high school. And on top of that, we see her struggling with her normal teenage stuff and not fitting in. I loved the movie, and especially I loved it even more after I read the books, because the books were so amazing. Mia and Michael Moskowitz were my first like hardcore movie and book ship. Well, actually no, my first book ship was Nancy Drew and Ned Nickerson. But my first ever hardcore movie ship was Mia and Michael. And I don't like the way the second movie went, because I pissed my sister off, I think, because we watched it in the theater. And I was just like, where's Michael? Like, like what the fuck? I just kept expecting him to make a magical comeback, and he never did. And I was so butthurt about that. It's very cute. It's one of the only kind of like rom-com type movies that I will watch over and over again. Most of them, if I watch it, it's because somebody else wants to watch it. And watch it once and that's it. But this one, I love it. I have it on DVD and I just get like giddy, especially seeing, you know, Mia get her happy ending, because I feel a little like her a lot of the times, like this dorky, just awkward, just weird person, but it just lightens my heart that she gets her happy ending and it has nothing to do with her being a princess. You don't have to be Brainiac to figure out you belong with me. God, Superman, we gotta get you some better lines, bro. And then finally, TV shows that make you feel a little less lonely, and more. The one that comes to mind is why I grabbed this cup. I'm gonna kick it back to the 90s again, and that is Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman with Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher. And just, I've never shipped anything so hard in my life as Lois and Clark. That specific Lois and Clark. I love that show so much. Like, and part of it was because I was always into like the superheroes and the comics and whatnot, but this was the one like superhero comic dorky thing that my whole family got into. So like my mom and my sister, we watched it also, and even like my aunts watched it. And when they took it off the air, there were like members of my family who wrote letters. I still watch them. I own all 4 seasons on DVD. I watch them repeatedly, especially when I'm feeling just kind of like morose and I just want to watch something really cute. To this day, no adaptation of Superman or of Lois and Clark or their relationship has beaten it. I don't care what you say. Yeah, that was the A Little Less Lonely tag. Guys, do I have any more? I have some more. Okay, there's 3 left, but this one is the best out of the cheese. I may be bulletproof, but even I can't deflect Cupid's arrow. They're so corny, but I love this damn cup. This is really all I use it for, is liquor. It's some bourbon and cherry coke. Just a hard liquor kind. I don't drink the frou-frou stuff. I've tried. I can't do it. You're gonna have to pee when you drink anyway. So all that volume you're drinking for that much liquor, you have to pee it all out later. More trips to the bathroom. Might as well just cut the chase. Plus they're cheaper. And I'm just, see, that lends us another thing to the thing I was talking about the first question, like the women's roles and all that crap, and people just expect you to be like dainty and drink like martinis and Cosmos, and I've never had a Cosmo in my life, and they're stupid. In this little cup, there's like this much in me. A cup, give me liquor and a soda or some juice. But at any rate, I digress. That was the A Little Less Lonely tag, guys. I can't tag Emma because she already did it. I didn't write down the names of all the people I tagged either. I'm bad with channel names, remembering. I remember first names but not channel names. So I will link your channel down below and notify you in your comments that I tagged you. So that's all I got for now, guys. So thanks for watching. Bye.